In today's session, we'll discuss the genetic code. In the previous session, we discussed about the central dogma of molecular biology. Central dogma of molecular biology. And you already know that the central dogma of molecular biology completes in two steps. One is transcription, and the other one is translation. What is transcription? The process of synthesis of RNA from DNA is called transcription. Then what is translation? The synthesis of protein from RNA is called translation. That means the mRNA, and already know that all the three types of RNA are synthesized from DNA. mRNA, rRNA, tRNA are synthesized from DNA by the process called transcription. Among these three, the mRNA, which act as an intermediate, in conveying the information from the sequence of nucleotides in DNA to the sequence of amino acids in the polypeptide. That means the genetic information is first transmitted to the RNA, and from the RNA it is transmitted and it's converted into polypeptide or protein. And each amino acid is specified by a sequence of 3 bases on mRNA is called codon. The question is, what is this codon? Look at here. So genetic code is a relationship between a sequence of amino acids in the polypeptide and nucleotide sequence of DNA or mRNA is called genetic code. The process by which information is coded in the mRNA and is decoded in polypeptide. That means when you look at the previous slide, so the genetic information first transmitted from DNA to RNA, then from RNA to protein. So the process by which information of coded mRNA is decoded into polypeptide is one of the exciting discoveries in biology. The question arises, what is this code or codon? Code is a collection of symbols and contain information in abbreviated form. So what is genetic code? Already I told you, it's a relationship between sequence of amino acids in polypeptide and nucleotide sequence of DNA or RNA is called genetic code. A genetic code is a group of nucleotides specify particular amino acids in a polypeptide chain. The question arises, for synthesis of protein we required 20 amino acids. 20 amino acids, and we have only 4 nucleotides or nitrogen bases or nucleotides: adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine or uracil. Only 4 nucleotides. So the concept first was observed by George Gamow, and George Gamow explained the genetic code. According to George Gamow, so one nucleotide could not code for 1 amino acid, because for synthesis of protein we require 20 amino acids and we have only 4 nucleotides. If one nucleotide codes for 1 amino acid, we will not synthesize any proteins. That means in a singlet code, each base or nucleotide would specify 1 amino acid and only 4 codons are formed. That is called singlet codon. Since there are 4 nucleotides and we have 20 amino acids. So it could be a doublet code. In doublet code, Two bases would specify one amino acid. So 4 into 4, 16 codons are formed, and 16 codons are code for only 16 amino acids. For protein synthesis, we require 20 amino acids. So genetic code is not doublet. These 16 not enough to code for 20 amino acids. If nucleotides, 3 nucleotides are taken, 3 nucleotides together to produce 64 different combinations and would form 64 combination as they code for 20 amino acids. 20 amino acids. They specify 1 amino acids in polypeptide. These 64 codons are enough to code 20 amino acids. So the experimental evidence for genetic code was given by Severo Okao, then Hargoin Khurana, Marshall von Nierenberg. So for that, Hargoin Khurana and Marshall Nierenberg, they got awarded the Nobel Prize in the year 1968 for work on the enzymology of RNA synthesis. Look at here. I told you there are 3 codon. Okay. Genetic code is triplet. So nucleotide bases, nitrogen bases are arranged in 3 line. First base, second base, and third base. So we could able to get 64 codons, and these 64 codons which code for amino acids. Out of 64 codons, 61 codons code for amino acid, and 3 codons will not code for any amino acids, and those codons we called as a stop codons. Look at here. UAA, UAG, UGA does not code for any amino acids. That's why they are called stop codons. Stop codons. So how the expression of genetic code? Look at here. Genetic code is expressed. Okay, these are the nucleotide sequences of DNA. So after transcription, what happens? Okay, so thymine base pairs with uracil. Okay, thymine base pairs with the adenine base pairs with the uracil, cytosine base pairs with guanine. So from DNA, RNA is synthesized. These are the nucleotide sequences on RNA, mRNA, and this information is coded information is decoded and helps in synthesis of proteins. So after translation, so these 3 codons, a group of 3 nucleotides, that is, look at here, first example, AUG, which codes for one amino acid, CAU, which code for another amino acids, and all these codons, which 61 codons, which code for 20 different types of proteins and helps in synthesis of proteins. So mRNA triplet determines the position of amino acids in the polypeptide chain. For example, when you talk about AUG, we'll move to the previous slide. Okay, previous slide. AUG, look at here. U, G. So where it comes? AUG, here is AUG, which codes for methionine amino acid. U, so which codes for phenylalanine. UA, which code for leucine. Is that it? So we require a group of 3 nucleotides, and those nucleotides code for a specific amino acid. So this is about the expression of genetic code. Next, we'll move to the salient features of genetic code. So first one is genetic code is triplet. That means the sequence of 3 nucleotides or nitrogen bases code for 1 amino acid. So these are the sequences of mRNA. UAU, this is one triplet codon. AU, GAU, and one more will take AUG. So UAU, which code for tyrosine. Okay. Then AAU code for second amino acid, GAU which code for aspartic acid, this is amino acid, and AUG which code for methionine. Okay. tyrosine, asparagine, and aspartic acid. Second one, genetic code is universal. That means particular codons code for same amino acid in all living organisms, from bacteria to higher plants and animals. For example, AUG codes for methionine in all organisms. It may be include dog, sheep, man, plants, bacteria. This codon AUG, which codes for methionine, and look at here, UAU, which code for tyrosine, GAU, which code for aspartic acid in all living organism. Hence genetic code is universal. Then second one, genetic code is degenerate. That means what? The most of the amino acids are coded by more than one codons. Most of the amino acids are coded by more than one codon. Such codons are called degenerate, and the phenomenon is called degeneracy. That means, look at here, look at the definition. Most of the amino acids are coded by more than one codon. Look at here, alanine is amino acid is coded by GCA, GCU, GCC, GCG. Okay. So we'll move back to the picture. Look at here. Leucine. UAA code for leucine. UUG code for leucine. CUU code for leucine. CUC code for leucine. CAU code for leucine. CUG code for leucine. That means it is degenerate. So genetic code is degenerate. The most of the amino acids are coded by more than one codon. Such codon we call it as a degenerate. The phenomenon is called degeneracy. Next one, genetic code is non-overlapping. The nitrogen bases read continuously in groups of 3 without overlapping. Look at here. Okay, this is nucleotide sequences of mRNA. AUC, one codon. AGU, second codon. CU, there is no overlapping. So AUC code, okay, this code for one amino acid, and CAG will not code. So this completes one amino acid reading frame. If non-overlapping, this can produce. If non-overlapping, this can produce 3 codons: AUC, AGU, CU8. Next one, genetic code is commaless. The codons read continuously from one end to the other end without any break or punctuation. Okay, so this is reading frame. Okay, ribosomes reads. So one codon, okay, second codon, third codon, and fourth codon. They read continuously without any break or punctuation. Hence, genetic code is commaless. Next one, genetic code is non-ambiguous or specific. A particular codon always code for same amino acid without any mistake. This character is called non-ambiguity. Non-ambiguity. So particular codon always code for same amino acid without any mistake. For example, AUG codes for methionine. Okay, AUG will not code for lysine, phenylalanine. Always it codes for methionine. Then genetic code has initiator codon. So you already know that. Okay, for translation we required initiator codon. So AUG is an initiator codon. AUG is an initiator codon from which the translation process start. Okay, translation process start. So the protein synthesis starts by particular codon and is called initiator codon. So initiator codon. So first initiator codon is AUG. Okay. Next, genetic code has terminator codons. mRNA has 3 terminator codons. I told you there are 64 codons. Out of 64 codons, 61 codons code for amino acid and 3 codons will not code for any amino acid. And those codons are called terminator codons. There are 3 terminator codons will not code for any amino acids: UAA, UAG, UGA do not code for any amino acid. That's why they are called stop codons, or we call it as a nonsense codon, nonsense codons. Okay, or codons terminator. So look at here, during synthesis of polypeptide chain, it starts with the initiator codon, that is AUG, and it reads in 5' 3' direction, so amino acid sequences are added. Once it reaches the stop codons UAA, UAG, UGA, UGA, okay, along with the termination factors, this is second amino acid, third amino acid. So when it reaches the terminator codons, ribosomes dissociates and protein synthesis process stops. Okay, that's why it's called a terminator codon. So these are the silent features of genetic code. Okay, in the next class we'll discuss a very interesting concept, that is translation. Okay, the second step which is involved in central dogma of molecular biology. Thank you.